some time ago I was having some problems with my car. Not quite problems yet, but I was hearing things and feeling things that weren't normal. So I started to keep track of them, because they just happen every once in a while. And so whenever my Johnson rod would jiggle, I put out one of these little jars. And then later, when the tie rod in the front left wheel started to feel bad, I put out a tool. And when the Johnson rod would jiggle again, I put it out. And then when the tie rod jiggled, I did that. Johnson rod, tie rod, I did this. Flora came out one day and saw me putting down this last tool. She says, "What you doing, Bill?" And I said, "I'm keeping track of what's going on in my car." Here's when the tie rod jiggles, when the Johnson rod makes a noise, tie rod, Johnson rod. And she says, "Well, it's obvious, Bill. The tie rod is causing your Johnson rod to jiggle." Well, look at it. Tie rod, Johnson rod. Tie rod, Johnson rod. Well, you know, it kind of looks right. Tie rod, Johnson rod. Tie rod, Johnson rod. Tie rod, Johnson rod. She may have been onto something. But a couple days later, I was cleaning up around this place and accidentally got rid of this jar. Then Flora came out and she says, "Well, Bill, you're still doing this?" I said, "Well, yeah." She says, "Well, it's obvious. The Johnson rod is causing your tie rods to jiggle. Here you have a Johnson rod, tie rod. Johnson rod, tie rod. Johnson rod, tie rod. It's obvious there's a plane on your face. The Johnson rod is for some reason causing your tie rod to jiggle. That's obvious." So, being a smart guy and completely independent, I said, "Yes, dear, you're right. That's what it is." But obviously there's something wrong here, where on one day she says the Johnson rod causes the tie rod causes the Johnson rod to jiggle, and then today she says the Johnson rod causes the tie rod to jiggle. So there's something wrong here. This is the fallacy that's called post hoc reasoning. Post hoc is one half of the Latin phrase that says in full, post hoc ergo propter hoc. After this, therefore because of this. And that's a fallacy, as we just saw here. When Flora saw this setup with that original bottle there, the tie rod is causing the Johnson rod to jiggle. Without that, she comes up and looks and says, "Why, look, your Johnson rod is causing your tie rod to jiggle." So that's a fallacy we all have to be careful of. And one of my favorite philosophers, Hardy, says that you see this reasoning. He doesn't believe in cause and effect either. He says all cause and effect is just post hoc reasoning. He says you take a farmer who raises chickens. He comes out every day and from his bag he throws corn out onto the chicken yard. Chickens gobble it up. He comes out the next day, throws out corn. The chickens gobble it up. And this goes on for years. And pretty soon the smartest chicken of them all says, "I see the farmer coming out here. We're going to get grain." And the other farmer throws out grain. The chicken says, "Yeah, I was right." And this holds true. See the farmer? Chow time. See the farmer? Chow time. Until that one day when the farmer comes out with a hatchet behind his back. It's not quite the same. All right, this is the end of the Sawdust Philosophy of the day.